Cinematic, we'll be watching. What you got?
Yeah, you touched on your was a production company. It's Artist for Artists, correct?
Yes, sir.
Right. We are involved in a similar sort of minded situation called Blurred Station. It
Mm-hmm.
is a focus on speculative fiction created by Black creators. Um, I wanted to know more about Artists for Artists and how you are sourcing and finding talent, and what exactly are you doing to help these creators create?
As far as helping creators create, I don't really know if I'm helping them do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we want to work with people that are already doing stuff, trying to help them level it up, a step further, basically, as far as wrapping packages. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of creatives out there that have, a social media platform, and then they think that automatically transfers into film and television, and that's not necessarily the case. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still waiting to see, Drewski in a movie. I'm still waiting to see Country Wayne in a movie that works. I'm still waiting to see like all these very, very famous social media people transfer into a vehicle that works, but it's not going to work without real training. You know what I'm saying? You can't watch somebody that's green for 2 hours. You know what I mean? You can watch it for 3 to 5 to 7 minutes or whatever, and then give them their credit. You know what I mean? Like, just for giving it the old college try and stuff like that. But when you're really talking about story arcing and, replaying like real emotion, it's got to come from a real performer. So
Yeah.
it's just tough to kind of bridge those gaps, basically, because there's a lot of, cats that went to Juilliard that can't find a job right now. You know what I mean? Just because it's scarce or it's bottlenecking since the strike or whatever it is. But for artists' sake, we help people package things, you know what I mean, and present like the whole package to, a network. So if the idea is dope enough, hopefully we can just find the funding for it, shoot the whole thing, and just deliver a finished product and use distributors just as distributors, as opposed to people trying to give notes or have you jumping through hoops for development sake or this, that, and the other. Because, things can get lost in development for 10 years, you know what I'm saying? And then it'll come out and it's like, all right, well, it came out and it did okay, but it took 10 years out of our life. You know what I'm saying? So is that a balance kind of thing? And that's kind of like where we want to try to come into the mix on top of maintaining, a piece for the artist.
I'm glad you mentioned artist to artist, because like Cinematic Assassin mentioned, we are part of Blurred Station, which is a streaming service dedicated to speculative fiction, anime, manga, you name it, created by people of color and Black people all along. And they're doing just that, whether it's in a comic form and transferring over to live action and just straight out live action. And we're the news team for that network. Here, I'll show you a piece of it now.
Blackbird, black moon, black sky, black light, black everything, black heart, black keys, black diamonds, black out, black everything, black everything, all black, everything, all black, everything, all black, everything,
I get shivers every time I see that. My goodness. Yo.
It's
something
something
working.
Especially Dakota's work. That
right?
that little girl is anyway.
Yeah. So what they're talking about here, there's a young lady by the name of Dakota Patton. She's 6 years old. She's a 6-year-old special effects makeup artist, and they're currently doing a live action of their father's comic, The Undead Horizon, which is a zombie book, and she's the makeup artist on this entire thing. It's
incredible.
I've never seen a 6-year-old do the stuff that she does. So, it's just
that part.
So I mean, it's definitely something. When you look at it, you're saying we need, like you said, there's ways to do it. Things getting stuck in development hell, and never seen the light of day, sometimes being shelved 10 years down the line. It's tiring. You're right. It's tiring. It gets old. You wonder what happens next. And you try to figure out the balance.